Good evening everyone, my name is Dalit Soni and you are watching News on Map India by Drishti IAS. In this video, we'll be looking at the locations which has been in news in the past week. These locations can be important for your examination. Other than that, we will try to look at these locations and their map through MCQs. So let's start with the practice question which was given to you in the previous lecture. So the question was related to Kuruva Island. Recently, Kuruva Island was in news. It is situated in which of the following state? A. Kerala, B. Karnataka, C. Gujarat, D. Tamil Nadu. So basically, here are four options. When we are talking about the Kuruva Island, it was in news because it is an island wherein there was some kind of construction activity which was going on with respect to the ecotourism in that particular area. But then the High Court of that particular state has stopped that construction activities because there was certain concerns with respect to the ecology, and that is why it was in news. When we are talking about the location of Kuruva Island, it is in Kerala. Okay, so option A would be a right answer, Kerala. Here we will be seeing it on the map. Before that, this is the picture of the island. See, here you can see there is a river. Okay, so this river is Kabini River. Okay, so this Kuruva Island is located somewhere over on this particular river, that is basically Kabini River. Okay, so this is the location of Kuruva. Here you can see it is located in the state of Kerala. Okay, so I have told you why this was in news, and option A would be your right answer, that is Kerala. Okay, now we'll start with the first question of the day, that is for this episode. Consider the following statement about the Gangetic River dolphin. They are found in the Ganges, Brahmaputra, Meghna and Karnafuli Sangu river systems. Okay. Second statement is they live only in fresh water and hunt by emitting subsonic sounds. Third is they are protected under Schedule 1 of the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972. You have to choose the correct statements over here. Now they are talking about the Gangetic dolphin, and recently it was in news because in Bihar, okay, in Bihar there was some illegal sand mining which was going on. Okay, and because of the illegal sand mining, that has came into, you can say, in front of courts, and court has said that because of this illegal sand mining, there was this threat to the ecology and the habitat of the you can say these dolphins. Okay, that is why it was in news, and we have taken the question. Now talking about the statement number 1, they are found in the Ganges, Brahmaputra, Meghna and Karnafuli Sangu river system. Okay, when we are talking about these rivers, we have seen that it is found in Ganga, Brahmaputra, Meghna system. Other than that, these system, you can say, when we are talking about these three rivers, these are the major rivers in India. Then when we are talking about the Karnafuli Sangu river system, that is a prominent river system of Nepal. Okay, and there also these dolphins are found. Okay, so this statement is correct. Moving further, they live only in fresh water and hunt by emitting subsonic sound. Now this is incorrect because they are using ultrasonic, okay, and not subsonic. So we can say that statement 2 is incorrect. They are protected under Schedule 1 of the Indian Wildlife Protection Act. So this is true. You can say 1 and 3 is your correct statements. They are asking you, you can say correct statements over here. Option A would be your right answer. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Now let's see the certain features over here. When we are talking about the Gangetic River dolphins, etc., these are found in the Ganga, Brahmaputra, Meghna river system, as well as you will be seeing here in this map here, in this area in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. You can say these are the areas of Chambal. Okay, so there also we are finding this Gangetic dolphin. And now when we are talking about this particular area, that is area of your Ganga, Brahmaputra and you can say Meghna river, which is you can say starting from when we are talking about the Teesta river. You must have heard last time we have talked about that Teesta is coming from Sikkim and then it merges into Meghna river. Okay, so these are the systems which are located somewhere over here. Other than that, some parts of Nepal also has these dolphins. Okay, talking about the, you can say, features of these dolphins, here you can see they can only live in the fresh water and deep waters. Okay, so that is there. Second thing is these are, you can say, nearly blind species. So that is why they are using, you can say, emitting these ultrasonic, you can say, sounds. Okay, so these ultrasonic sounds are basically used by them for the navigation and hunting. Okay, other than that, they can't breathe in the water, so they have to come outside water, or you can say on the surface for the breathing. Now moving further, habitat and distribution we have already talked about. Now protection status, if we see, these are endangered in the IUCN Red List, and when we are talking about the Wildlife Protection Act, they are kept under the schedule 1 of it. Okay, I hope that is there. Threat are habitat destruction, pollution, bycatch, climate change, and hunting. Okay, when we are talking about the conservation effort, there are, when we talk about this particular Gangetic dolphins, one center is basically Vikramshila sanctuary, which is there in Bihar, Bhagalpur. Okay, so that is there. Other than that, second is being talked about, that is in UP Hastinapur sanctuary. Now that is a proposed one, it is not yet, you can say, established. Okay, so only one is there, that is in Bhagalpur, Bihar, that is Vikramshila sanctuary. Okay, or you can say Vikramshila Gangetic dolphin sanctuary. So this is about your dolphins. Now moving further, question number 2. So question number 2, consider the following statement about the Hoolock Gibbon. They are found in the forested areas of northeastern India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and southern China. Second statement is, two districts of Hoolock Gibbon species are found in India. Gibbons, known as the smallest and the fastest of all apes, inhabit the tropical and the subtropical forest in Southeast Asia. You have to choose the correct statements over here. Okay. Now let's talk about these Hoolock Gibbons, and they were in news because recently our Prime Minister in Mann Ki Baat, they have mentioned their name. Okay. Now in that he has mentioned that the Hoolock Gibbons, and then there is this another community, that is Muran. Okay, these communities are having a symbiotic relation. Okay, and because of which they are famous, and recently they were in news. Okay, now talking about the statement number 1, they are found in the forested areas of northeastern India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and southern China. Okay, so let's see their expanse over here. You will be seeing that these are found in the vicinity of this Brahmaputra river, south of Brahmaputra river. Here you can see in the parts of Assam. Okay, and some of them are also found in the you can say as far as Bangladesh as well. Okay, then these are basically your western Hoolock Gibbons. Okay, these are western Hoolock Gibbons, and there are eastern Hoolock Gibbons as well. They are found in the eastern side of the Dibang river. Okay, we have this Dibang river in somewhere around Arunachal Pradesh, and this eastern sides of this particular Dibang river, we find these eastern Hoolock Gibbons, and they are also, you can say, found as far as China as well. Okay, so that is about these two varieties of gibbon which are found in India. Now statement 1 is saying that northeastern India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and southern China. So this statement is true. Coming to the second one, two distinct Hoolock Gibbons are found east and west, we have seen. So this statement is also true. Now going to the third one, gibbon, known as the smallest and the fastest of all apes, inhabiting in the areas of tropical and the subtropical forest in Southeast Asia. This statement is also true. All the statements are true. Option C would be your right answer. Now let's talk about certain facts about these gibbons. Okay, the Hoolock gibbon is the only ape found in the Indian continent. Okay, no doubt they are you can say they are having subspecies, that is east and west. That is a different story. The range of Hoolock gibbons is between the Brahmaputra and the Salween rivers, covering the parts of northeastern India, eastern Bangladesh, eastern Myanmar, and some or small areas of southern China. Okay, so we have seen that. In India, it is confined to the northeast, where it is restricted to the south of the Brahmaputra river and the east of the Dibang river. Okay, so I hope that is clear. This is about the Hoolock gibbons. Okay, now we can move forward. Next question, that is question number 3. Consider the following statements. The Poba Reserve Forest, a rainforest located in the northeastern part of Assam. Second statement is, it serves as an important migratory route for various animals, particularly elephants, as it connects the De-Ering Memorial Wildlife Sanctuary, Kabu Chapri proposed reserve forest, and Dibru-Saikhowa National Park. Okay, so these are the 3 areas. They are saying that it is some kind of corridor, or you can say some kind of migratory route is there. Okay. Now coming to the Poba Reserve Forest, why we have taken this question? Because when we are talking about this reserve forest, recently it has been declared as a wildlife sanctuary. Okay, so that is why it was in news. So the Poba Reserve Forest is a rainforest located in the northeastern parts of Assam. Now let's see, this is the picture of Poba Reserve, and here you will be seeing that this is Assam. Okay, and in the northeastern part we have this Poba Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, so that is one thing. Second statement, if we are talking about, that is talking about being a migratory route. Okay, so there are 3: De-Ering Memorial Wildlife Sanctuary, Kabu Chapri Proposed Reserve, and the Dibru-Saikhowa. Okay, now coming to the map over here, you will be able to seeing that this is the Poba Forest Reserve, and here you will be seeing De-Ering Wildlife Sanctuary is located. Okay, then there is this particular river which is there, and crossing that particular river you will be seeing that there is this Dibru-Saikhowa National Park. Okay, so that statement is also true, because this is in the, you can say it is in between, so from here to here it is connecting them. Okay, now we have seen that statement 1 is true because it is found in the northeastern part of Assam and this is acting as a migratory route. Statement 2 is also correct. So you can say option C would be a right answer, both 1 and 2. Okay, moving further. Question number 4, regarding Mount Om, consider the following statement. Statement 1 is it is located at an altitude of around 5900 meters above sea level. Mount Om borders India, China and Nepal. Okay. Then statement 2 is, in Vyas Valley of the Darchula, Mount Om is an important stop en route to Kailash mountain. You can say Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. Okay. Now choose the correct options. So you have to choose the correct statements out of these two. Now talking about the first one, that is talking about the Mount Om, that is having a border, this is situated on the border of India, China and Nepal. So let's see. Over here you will be seeing that when we are talking about this Om Parbat, okay, so that is somewhere over here in Uttarakhand. Okay, you must have heard about the district that is Pithoragarh. Okay, so that is present over here, and now it is having, this is the part of Tibet, this is your Nepal and this is India. Okay, so now Tibet is occupied by China, so we can say China, here Nepal and India, so it is on the border somewhere over here. So that is one thing. Second thing is, here if you see this particular route which is given from New Delhi to Kathgodam, Almora, Pithoragarh, Darchula and then Om Parbat, and then further in you can say towards Mansarovar. So that is basically the route for the Mansarovar Yatra. Okay, now this is a stop, or you can say a particularly important stopover which is there. Okay, so that statement is also true. Now here you will be seeing that located at the altitude of 5900 meters above sea level, Mount Om borders India, China and Nepal. This statement is true. Then we have seen in the Vyas Valley of Darchula, Mount Om is an important stopover en route to Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. This statement is also true because here you will be seeing that this is Darchula and this is basically your Darchula Valley. Okay, in the Darchula Valley part we have this and next we will be seeing Om Parvat. Okay, so that is also true. Both the statements are true. Option C would be a right answer. Now this was in news when we are talking about the Mount Om or Om Parbat. That is in news because when we are talking about winters, there is this snowfall, and after that there are it will be snow covered over there, and because of which earlier there was this when we look at it, there was this resemblance to Om. Okay, you know that in Hindu scriptures we have this particular you can say letter, that is Om. So it used to look like Om, or it has the resemblance of Om. Recently in the last winter we could not see it because of the, you can say, various climate change activities, or you can say because of the global warming, the ice is melting continuously and this particular structure was not formed. Okay, and that is why it was in news. Okay, now moving further, question number 5. Regarding the Mahabodhi temple complex, consider the following statements. The Mahabodhi temple complex is one of the 4 holy sites related to life of Lord Buddha. Okay, second is, the first temple was built by Emperor Ashoka in the 1st century BC in Bihar, and then the present temple dates back to 5th or 6th centuries. Okay, then it is one of the earliest Buddhist temple built by entirely bricks and still standing in India from the late Gupta period. You have to choose the correct statements. Okay, now talking about the first one, the Mahabodhi temple complex is one of the holy sites related to life of Buddha in Bihar. Okay, so that is true. When we talk about you can say life of Lord Buddha, there were few places which is quite popular, like Rajgriha is popular, Bodh Gaya is popular. Okay, so that is there. Bodh Gaya in the vicinity of Gaya district in Bihar. Okay, so that is there. The statement 1 is true. Then the temple was built by Emperor Ashoka in the 1st century. When we talk about the timeline of Ashoka, that was 3rd century BC. Okay, so this is incorrect. Okay, first part is incorrect. When we are talking about the second part, the present temple dates back from the 5th to 6th century. This is correct. Okay, but overall the statement is incorrect because this fact over here is incorrect. Coming to the third one, it is one of the earliest Buddhist temple built entirely in brick and still standing in India from the late Gupta period. This is also true. So you can say 1 and 3rd is true. 2 statements are true. That is why option B would be a right answer. Okay. Now it was in news recently, Mahabodhi temple, because of the rains, heavy rains in Bihar recently. There was some damage which was there because of the rains on to this particular temple, and that is why it was in news. Okay, Now location, if we talk about, this is the Mahabodhi temple complex. You can look at it. Okay, particular kind of you can say style or architecture is being seen over here. And here you will be seeing in Bihar state, somewhere over here we have Gaya district, and in that particular district we have Mahabodhi temple. Okay, now about the temple, as I told you, this is one of the 4 holy sites related to life of Lord Buddha, and particularly to the attainment of the enlightenment. We know that there was this in Bodh Gaya there was this Bodhi tree, and under which Siddhartha Gautam has actually found the enlightenment. Okay, then the first temple built by the Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BC, and present temple form dating back to 5th or 6th centuries. It is one of the earliest Buddhist temple which is formed in bricks, and it is belonging to the Gupta period. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now moving further, question number 6. Recently, due to Asoj Amavasya festival primarily observed by the Vishnoi community, leading to the polling date revision in which of the following state? Recently, Election Commission of India, because of this particular festivity, actually shifted the election date. Okay, options are Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand. Okay, now considering it's a factual question, I'll tell you the answer. That is option A, that is Haryana. So in Haryana, this particular festival is basically you can say celebrated by the Vishnoi community. When we talk about the Vishnoi community, there are various you can say areas in which these communities are having prominence. Okay, so this is the kind of picture of the celebration of Asoj Amavasya festival. Here you can see in the map, this community is belonging to Rajasthan and the nearby area. So you will be seeing that this particular western Rajasthan area is prominent over here. Maximum population is residing. Other than that, also you will be seeing the other parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and some part of the northern India like Haryana, Punjab. They are also having this population of Vishnoi community. Okay, so that is about question number 6. Now question number 7. Dholpur-Karauli Tiger Reserve is situated in which of the following state? Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Karnataka. Okay, now when we talk about the Dholpur-Karauli, this is the 55th Tiger Reserve which was recently announced. Okay, and when we are talking about Rajasthan's, it is Rajasthan's 5th Tiger Reserve. Okay, so obviously the answer is Rajasthan, that is option A. Okay, other than that, if you talk about the location over here, Dholpur-Karauli Tiger Reserve, over here you will be seeing that somewhere over here we have Dholpur. Okay, and here we have this particular Tiger Reserve in Rajasthan. Other than that, there is Sariska, there is Ranthambore, Ramgarh Vishnahari, Mukundra. These are the 4 tiger reserves which are already present in Rajasthan. This will be the 5th one. When we talk about India, it will be the 55th one. Okay, so that is about. Other than that, there are these tiger reserves which are given over here, so you can go through them. Now moving further, question number 8. Kuno National Park was in the news recently. The park is located in Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Now we have discussed Kuno so many times that we don't have to tell you that where it is located. Okay. Now Kuno was recently in news because you know that there was this, you can say, cheetah population which has been shifted from Africa to Kuno. Okay, but recently one of those cheetahs were actually out of the Kuno. Okay, this African cheetah, name was Pawan, and that cheetah was out of Kuno and it was found dead. Okay, it was drawn into water, and there was various speculation with respect to death of this particular you can say cheetah, but because of which this particular national park was again in news. Okay, so it is located in Madhya Pradesh. Option C would be a right answer. Other than that, also you must have heard about the Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary over here. Okay, this Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary in Madhya Pradesh is also considered as the second home to these cheetahs. Okay, now looking at Kuno, this is the location of Kuno. Okay, in the north of you can say Madhya Pradesh, or you can say northern side of the Madhya Pradesh, we have Kuno Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, and Kuno National Park also. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now in the end, we have this practice question for you. Before that, there are certain facts about cheetahs which are given over here. This is the oldest of the big cat species. Ancestors can be traced back about 8.5 million years. Number of cheetahs is just around 7,500. Okay, when we are talking about the IUCN red list status, so it is vulnerable. Okay, other than that, when we talk about the Asiatic cheetahs and the northwestern African cheetahs are critically endangered. Okay, so there are certain species which are actually vulnerable, and when we are talking about the specifically Asiatic cheetahs and the northwestern African cheetahs, these are critically endangered. Okay, so this is about cheetahs. Recently, we have actually, you can say, bought these cheetahs from Africa to India because we did not have their population. Okay, so that is why we have actually bought them over here, and Kuno was selected as an area where these cheetahs could stay. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Now, the practice question for you. Consider the following statement about the cyclones in Arabian Sea. Cyclone form over warm ocean waters where moist air rises, creating a low pressure system that intensifies due to the Coriolis effect. That is statement 1. Second is cyclones in the Arabian Sea tends to be less intense compared to those in the Bay of Bengal. Third is cyclone Asna, named by India, is the most recent cyclonic storm in the Arabian Sea. Which of the following statements are correct? So you have to choose the correct statements. So you can go through the question again and then answer to me in the comment box. With that, I would like to take your leave. If you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. Have a nice day. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.